What it do, Facebook? I know I've been off the grid for a minute, but I'm back. Don't mind my voice. I'm kind of going through a slight losing the voice, but I've been getting a couple inbox messages regarding this personal subject, and I feel I can address it. I personally had to do research on this actually because it's not an everyday thing. It is now, but not really an everyday thing what people usually go through. So just bear with me to my best of the video. If you really don't really like the outcome of the video, please feel free to hit me up in the inbox, express your concerns and thoughts about it. So without further ado, welcome to another segment of Just True Reality. I am your residential therapist, Raz, and I will be there for the remainder of the segment. Today's segment is pretty much talking about, is it possible for you to love two different people? I can say it is, but I think it's very difficult to have your heart in really two different places. Not saying it's not possible. You have to really think of a lot of facts and things that develop this for your heart to be split and developed into two different places. The number one main fact that I think you really have to look into is to make sure you genuinely love these two people. I'm not saying as far as love and lust, because it is so easily mistaken nowadays as far as love and lust. You might think you genuinely love this person and you genuinely have deep feelings, and in the end, it's just kind of lusting after them. I'm not here to question anybody's feelings towards another person. I'm just saying, check your facts. By then, make sure you genuinely, can you see yourself with this person 3-4 years down the line? I don't do month shit because that's so common in this day and age. It's really just really common. You look into it, can you genuinely see yourself with this person? Now, coming back to these two, think about it. No one just walks up to two random people and then fall in love with both of them. Something had to happen in your current relationship, a past relationship. Because in most cases, it's usually someone falling in love with an ex, a real close friend, whatever the case may be. You gotta think, what happened in the current relationship that developed your feelings to develop for another person in general? Most of the time, it's usually the relationship itself that causes the development of another relationship while you're in a relationship. Neglect, abuse, all types of abuse, from substance, physical, mental. They get in this mindset in which they think the significant other, or this person they could be just chilling with, just doesn't care for them as much as they care for them, which causes them to seek out the attention that they don't have from this one person. They cause it to seek out and find it within another person. In most cases, from the research I've looked up on, friends I've talked to, is pretty much developed off of neglect, abuse. Dealing with that, this is how they go through it. They're not happy in a relationship, so they look for it elsewhere. Now, as a love thing comes in hand, it's like they go out there looking for what they can't have, and usually in most cases, they're taking the energy from that last relationship and they're putting it into this body. Not saying that this person generally doesn't care for them. I'm just saying it's generally just like there. And then just all that energy from your current relationship is put into this new relationship. No one knows it's going to go any further, but you, in your mind, these are people out here who are generally going through this. You in your mind are thinking like you generally love this person. In reality, you might not. You're just hurt right now and you're feeling that you need some type of closure. And if you're not getting it from that person, you're going to seek it elsewhere. Another thing, this kind of touches home to me, is like distance. Nowadays, back in days, used to be when relationships were so difficult to maintain, especially at a long distance. It's like, it makes it even harder because you can't see that person you genuinely care for every day. So it's hard. Me personally, I go through it. I'm like, this temptation out the ass there's always gonna be temptation. If anybody sits there and tell you that you're not gonna look at another female, you're not gonna look at another dude, they're lying. You need to leave them right now, because that's just not the case. But as far as love in two different places, it's generally just like a long distance relationship. You can't see that person every day, so the people that you're around, you tend to cling to, you tend to build up on. You want something different, you want something more. But in reality, you're still tied, you still have deep feelings for the other person. There's never a doubt in the mind that you don't care about this person. But the fact of the matter is, there's things out there you can't have, and you tend to look for it elsewhere. There's a lot of things that really can allow a development of two separate relationships and loving two different people. It's possible, however, I feel as though love and lusting two different people are two different things. I believe it's very difficult to love two people, but it's not very difficult to love one person and lust after another. For the people out there going through it, I think, like I said, you really need to sit down, cast everything out, no friends, no family, nothing, because it's you, it's your feelings that's in general to deal with it. You need to sit down and really evaluate what it is. Do you genuinely love two people, or do you love a person because you're not getting what you want in a current relationship? This has been another segment of Just True Reality. I'm your residential therapist, Raz, and our saying around here is, stay the fuck out your feelings. But in this case, you might want to stay in your feelings. You're loving two different people.